Hello, boys and girls. Our book of the day today is called The Lion and the Mouse. Now, this is a very old story. It was written by a man named Aesop, and he wrote a lot of fables, and they're called Aesop's Fables. And our book was illustrated by Bob Dole, so all the pictures were written by Bob Dole. The Lion and the Mouse. One day, a long time ago, a lion decided to take a short nap. It was too hot outside, so he went into his den where it was cool and comfortable. He stretched out and rested his head on his front legs. Soon, he was fast asleep. Before long, a little mouse peeked out from the corner of the lion's den. When the lion did not move, the mouse grew bolder. Soon he was scurrying around. Closer and closer he came to the huge lion. Suddenly, for no reason at all, he ran right over to the lion's paw and up onto his nose. If you were a tiny mouse, would you run onto a lion's nose? I don't think I would. The king of beasts awoke at once, but he did not move a muscle. Slowly he opened one eye, then he quickly brought his huge paw down and captured the tiny little mouse. The mouse was terrified. He squeaked and squealed. Then he begged for mercy. "Please, King of Beasts," he cried, "do not take my life. Spare me, and I will never forget your act of kindness." "Spare you?" roared the lion. "First you dare to awaken me, then you ask me for a favor? Give me one good reason why I shouldn't eat you this very second." "The day may come," replied the mouse, "when I can do a favor for you. You never know when you will need help from someone like me." The lion began to smile. He could not help himself. The very idea! How could a tiny mouse ever help the king of beasts? The lion was so amused that he let the little mouse go. The mouse scampered away and disappeared into a dark corner. The lion closed his eyes and went back to sleep. And he forgot all about the little mouse. One day, the lion was out hunting for food. He did not know that some hunters had set out a net to try to catch him. Suddenly, the king of beasts was caught in a net. He fought to get free. But no matter how hard he struggled, he became more and more tangled in the net. He growled, he snarled, then he let out a roar that was so terrible it echoed far and near. In the distant part of the forest, a tiny mouse stopped what he was doing and listened. He heard the lion's roar, and he recognized the voice of the lion who had once spared his life. So he scampered off through the forest. What do you think the mouse is going to do? Do you think he's going to help the lion? He found the king of beasts struggling helplessly in a tangled net. "Greetings, your majesty," said the mouse. "You seem to be tied up at the moment, but perhaps I can help set you free." And without another word, he set off work, nibbling and gnawing on the ropes of the net. Before long, the net began to weaken. There was a hole large enough for the lion to wiggle out of. Then the lion remembered what the little mouse had once said to him. "You never know when you will need help from someone like me." And the lion smiled, for those very words had come true. The tiny mouse had saved the life of the king of beasts. So the lion set the mouse free, and then the mouse helped set the lion free.